Hey guys, Chris here. No, it's been a while, but got a new video for you today. Kind of well, not really funny. It's only funny if you're into watches, I guess. But so just as a joke, or not joke, but as an experiment, just to see what I would get. I went to wish.com, and for those of you who don't know what wish.com is, it's kind of like AliExpress, except it's like known for like even worse stuff. And I've seen videos of people who bought like Rolexes off of wish.com. And all of those made me kind of want to see what would happen if I did that myself. And a lot of them, what a lot of people did was they bought the more expensive ones. Like they bought the ones that were like $50, $100, kind of upwards of that. But I thought to myself, what would happen if you bought like the cheapest possible one you could find? And I did that. The one that I found was like $11 and it had, or no, it was like $14 and it had like $4 shipping. The whole thing came to under $20. So under $20 for a wish.com Rolex. And let's see what we have here. This is it. This god-awful squeaking. You can hear it kind of. Sounds like a little mouse in there. I don't care about shake. I got plenty of watches that shake like this, but you just hear this unlubricated squeaking. And you might notice that all these little indices are gone. And I will tell you why they're gone. So what happened with this was I bought it, and the first thing I saw about this was that this one right here was out. And you might notice that it's chrome instead of white like the other ones. It was literally not on there. It was like glued to the glass basically. So what I did was I popped off the back. Yes, popped off. It's not screwed down because of course it's not. On a Rolex it screws down. But on this it's just snap on, right? So I popped it off. I took out the movement, or I took out the dial which was attached to the movement, and I literally glued this thing back into place, but I scratched it a little. And yeah, there's no luminescent quality to this. The only thing that's loomed is the hands, very poorly, mind you. But and I literally had to pop off the back first thing, the first time I took it out of the box. And the box, by the way, nothing special. I'll show you it. Give me 1 second. This was the box it came in. Nice box. Real Rolexy, you know. It was just wrapped in cheap paper, or cheap kind of plastic. L1 white, bunch of Chinese, and possibly like a date of manufacture, like April 2nd maybe. But definitely not the Rolex style box, the green kind of leather one that opens. That was not even my problem though. My biggest problem was that I literally had to take this apart the first second I took it out of the box. And this stupid crown, like it's like impossible to engage. Like you feel like you're about to break it. And I did break it trying to engage it. So what happened was I was just dicking around with it. I wanted to set the date, and I pulled it out, and how did this happen? Yeah, no, I pulled it out, and I would kind of swirl it around, or swirl. I would circle it around, and it just would not change the date. And even still, it does not change the date. Like, look, I move it around, and it only like, it's very inconsistent. See, and it just fell out. That's what it did. It falls out just like that. You know, I have a little bit of a joke, kind of, on a real Rolex, you have a screw-down crown. On this, you have a screw-down crown too, because you literally have to screw it back into place. Not a very funny joke, unless, you know, you're into the same stupid things that I'm into. But my point being is that this is a hunk of crap. Oh yeah, and of course, first tell that this is not a Rolex is that it's ticking. Rolexes are automatic, they sweep. This goes tick, 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 very loudly, by the way. And so what happened, so I never got back to the story about why all these things are missing. So when I was done trying to mess around with this, with the date and all that, or not when I was done, I had to pop this off again, right? And when I put it back on, and when I used my tool, my real, like, not professional, but a tool that I bought off eBay for snapping things back into place like this, because you do need a special tool, you can't do it by hand, it broke the crystal. And I've done this many, many times. And in fact, I've done it on this very one before, and it was fine. So I don't know if like, I can't even tell you, because this is not in any way, shape, or form, or the crystal is not connected to anything but the case. So I don't know if there's some kind of manufacturing flaw or what, but it literally shattered it. That has never happened to me before, and it has not even happened on this before, like, until it happened, obviously. So it's not really my error. I know how to do this. Like, and there's like a million different sizes that you can do it with, so it's not like I had the wrong size. And like I said, I did it before and it worked. So, and there's other little gripes I have with this. Like, for example, this feels so, like, it's not good. It's incredibly loose, and when you pop it off, it's nothing special. And I've never had a problem, like, with things not being anything special. I kind of like sometimes a little bit more generic feeling stuff. I mean, most of my watches are just silver and black. You know, that's just the color I like. I don't really like anything too jumpy, you know. But this has everything that's just terrible about it. And the kind of way you resize it is, it's not like most. If I can show you an example, right? On my Vostok here, you have little push pins, right? And again, you need a special tool to do that. No problem. You know, half these watches nowadays come with that tool. But these have these huge pins. I don't know if you can see them, but they're huge. And like, they are so big to the point that they literally broke that tool that I have. And the last time, literally, you're better off like doing this, like resizing it like with a hammer. So there's that. And there's the dive bezel on this. Apart from sounding like crap, which I don't really care about, I don't really care how it sounds, it feels okay. But like, this is something that annoys a crap ton of people. Look at all the, like, play that it has. Like, this is the way it's supposed to go, that it's supposed to ratchet, right? And I'll line it up again, just so you guys can see what I'm about to demonstrate. So, this is as, like, perfectly aligned as you can get it. And, like, look at all this play that it has. Like, this is before it ratchets even once. There's a ratchet and like all this play. So not very well manufactured. Admittedly, it does have the little, if you can see it, I don't think you can because my phone is a piece of shit. But it's got the little Rolex crown. But apart from that, there's not a lot of attention to detail put in this. I'm probably going to harvest the bracelet off of this thing just to have one around, because this is kind of a universal like case shape for a lot of like different like watches, so it might be beneficial to at least have around. I might harvest the movement if I feel like it, because quartz movements like this, They're a dime a dozen, but they are very reliable and they're very durable. Because even after sitting exposed in my drawer being shuffled around, it's still running fine. So I'll give it that. But this was like the cheapest piece of crap I've ever bought. I have bought watches cheaper than this that are much better. Like this Casio F91W. Great thing. Great durable thing for like 17 bucks at Walmart. You know, you can throw it around all day and it won't shatter like this thing did. I'll show you guys all the all the shattered crystal here. I had to put it in a box because I didn't want to be stepping on it, you know. And I don't know. So this overall was just a piece of junk. Don't like go to Wish or AliExpress to get a fake one of these. Like, if you are gonna get a fake, and I mean, screw Rolex for making $10,000 stainless steel watches, you know, like, screw them, honestly. Like, anyone has any right to get a fake one of these, to be honest with you. But if you're gonna do that, at least like go get one at the level that's like around $75 or so. They have a lot more quality put into them from what I've heard. So if you're gonna go down that route, do that. Personally, I don't really want to be like caught dead with that, because that means I'm gonna have to explain how as a 21-year-old I managed to pay for a $10,000+ watch, which is not realistic at all. So I don't even know why people my age do that to begin with. And I do like stuff on the cheaper side, like, you know, this and what I'm wearing right now, my other Casio, which is just basically a stainless, or it's not even stainless steel. This is technically a resin case, but it's just the shiny version of this, basically. But don't waste your time with stuff like this. I mean, maybe before disassembling it, like, we'll see if, I mean, no one would even want this piece of crap. Like, it's not even like good to wear anymore. The crystal's gone. You know what I mean? You bang it in the wrong way, the hands are gonna get all messed up or something. But I might disassemble it just to have something to do on a Friday night. You know what I mean? But if I were you, do not buy, I repeat, do not buy sub $20 Rolexes from Wish.com or any similar sites, you know, AliExpress, DHgate, stuff like that. You will end up with the most piece of crap thing that you will ever know and feel. And I can confirm that that is the case for this. Nothing good about it at all. It sounds terrible too. It draws unwanted attention. You do not want someone to know that you are wearing a terrible, terrible copy of this. Like, when it just sounds like this, basically, all the time. Like, I could put it on right now and wave my wrist in perfectly natural motions, and you'll see what I mean. So, like, picture yourself, see, even putting it on, just listen to that. You know, you're walking into work, you hear this, you know, it sounds like you're the ghost from, what the hell is that movie called? The Christmas movie. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? It's a classic. It's like the Three Ghosts. Christmas Carol. Oh my gosh. Sounds like you're the ghost from Christmas Carol with the chain. But, oh yeah, and when I have this on, another weird thing I notice, this could just be total placebo. Like, complete placebo. But it could not be at the same time. It almost feels like there's like little tiny like metal flakes going into my skin. It almost feels like that. And again, I don't know if I'm imagining it or if it's just very sharp, and this is very sharp. Like, have you guys as kids, or even still now, ever done the thing with scissors where you like run it up against your thumb and it like collects a little bit of, you know, dark grease? You can do that with this. You can do it anywhere. You can do it on the side. You can do it on the bracelet section. You can do it on the clasp section. You can do that. You can collect greasy grime off your fingers with this. I'm going to do it right now, and I will not show you guys what I mean because it's gross, but just to kind of prove it to myself, yeah. Little moisture and crap coming off of this piece of junk. So, yeah, do yourselves a favor. Avoid this. Take my word for it. You're not missing much. If you're gonna get anything, get something cool like this. You know, something that has its own kind of uniqueness to it. Or if you don't have much money, get something like this. It's gonna last you forever. I can guarantee you that. It's gonna outlive you. It's gonna outlive your grandkids. Don't waste your time with this. I'm gonna take it apart unless someone in the comment section wants it for whatever reason. But probably I'm gonna take this thing apart sometime by the end of the week. So I will see you guys in the next video, which hopefully will be soon, but school, like I've been saying for the last, feels like a decade, it's just been kicking my ass, but I will be done with school by the end of summer 2023, hopefully. So videos should be a lot more common by then. So I hope to see you guys soon in the next one.